but I'm amazed at what a human being can actually do.
It's just so intense, a lot of emotion, a lot of adrenaline going, and it's the best thing you can ever do.
Coming splotting down Bray Hill.
So episode 2, got the Harrison folks Bronkin, is that right?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
The place to be.
Driving here, I was thinking, I'm sure they used to be from Peel.
I'm from Peel now.
Right, okay. Happy days.
I'm over 10 years, so.
Yeah, emigrated.
Yeah, so Nathan, Dean, Glenn. Yeah, what's happening, folks? You busy enough for the H&H and getting stuck in?
Yeah, it's been really busy lately, to be fair. It's starting to pick up, obviously, with the season like changing out of winter now. We've noticed a difference towards the end of January. And over last week or two, it's picking up in like bike sales and everything now, which is good. And then the workshop has been fairly busy throughout. Glenn's in charge of the workshop. So Glenn can tell you more about the workshop. But yeah, no, the workshop has been good throughout the winter. But now like the actual bike sales is coming into it, which is good, obviously showing that people are getting ready for the season ahead. So that's been good.
Happy days. So what spurred the whole H&H idea? Where did it originate from? Because I know obviously you had the, I'm allowed to say, Quayside tyres, and then you got out of that and got into the H&H. So I'm just sort of interested to see where or why, really. There's always a why with everything.
Yeah, I mean, basically, obviously, you know what happened 19 months ago. We made me realise that I didn't need to have the hassle of a car garage and lots of staff. So we put that up for sale. And it obviously sold. And I just said to these two, do you want to do a bike shop and do it properly? You know, obviously Road and Track were there, and they Alan and Sean did a fantastic job. Obviously decided to retire, and there was an opening. So I said, if you want to do it, let's go and do it. You know. So invested a substantial amount of money into it, which is at the end of the day, what's money? You know, you can sit in the bank and be bored, or give these two something to try and do and pay me back, and and then hopefully they get a decent life out of it. You know, that's the name of the game, really. And obviously, it's something that we all absolutely love and enjoy. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So. Did you have that plan after you sold Quayside, or was it more after?
Well,
and then what were your plans after Quayside went?
We've kind of been playing with it, hadn't we?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know Dave Hagan.
Yeah.
And he obviously took ill when he had Eva Moto, and then come back online, one for a better word. And I just said to him, do you fancy doing a bit with motorbikes while we had Quayside? So we took a little unit across the road and started to do motorcycle service, and that started to get busier and busier. And when we got rid of Quayside, I said, like I said earlier, I said to these two and Dave, should we make something of this, like, you know? And obviously second-hand motorbikes is quite hard to get, really, and decent ones, you know. Or should I say, as these two said to me today, because that's another story, is the history of them, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
So we then give Yamaha a shout, and other manufacturers. And obviously Yamaha weren't here for 3 years after Road and Track decided to retire. So we signed up with them, and that's how it's gone. But with regards to the sort of answer to your question, it wasn't a plan to get rid of Quayside and do the motorbike thing. It was more of a thing that I wanted something to do to keep my mind off other things if you get involved. And setting that place up was done it, but now I'm bored again now because it's over to these two. So we need to look at the next thing, like, you know. So yeah, that's where it is, and you know, there's other things going on, but you know, the name of the game is just to get that place flying, really. I mean, it's going to be slow with regards to its early stages and that, you know.
Yeah.
But it's encouraging, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
been
a whirlwind for 12 months, to be honest. Like, sort of, I think it's been busier than we all expected.
That first, like when we first set it up, it was obviously coming into TT, I'd hurt myself, so I left them to like. Obviously, it was going to be like all of us being involved.
Quite normal. That. See, whenever there's work to be done,
Throws his bike down the road.
As in manual work, he decides to jump off and come along and go, what about this? What about that? I'm like,
But yeah, ignore that bit. But yeah, yeah, it was like Glenn said, it was a bit of a whirlwind in the terms of like
setting up, because I was actually working at the prison went there for a year and a half, and then when I was
just to emphasise you were working.
Yeah, I wasn't in prison. Yeah, everyone always says, "Oh, what did you do?" And I was like, "I was working there."
Play pool.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, I was working there and I'm trying to help as much as I could on my days off and working nights. I try and stay awake as long as possible and help out. But they've done a good job to get it to where it was. And
like we'd never sold, obviously having the car garage, we never actually sold vehicles before, so that was a whole rigmarole. It was kind of at first when we were selling motorbikes,
and even the road riding, like as like you just want to get on a bike and go as fast as you can. And yeah. But now boys are coming in. I've just done 3,000 miles, and like, where have you been?
It's a few laps.
Everything changes, like your thought process about a bike and things you wouldn't usually think of, and
do you think it's more geared towards safety then? Whenever you service someone's bike, it's more.
But that benefits. I think again, coming back off the racing side, that benefits the customers because you know how particular you are about your race bike.
Yeah, of course.
You want that to be perfect because at the end of the day, it's you and the bike, and if that's not right, then something goes wrong.
Is it hard to get dealerships? Pardon? Is it hard to get dealerships, or is that
the Yamaha one? I mean, time-wise, it was. I mean, I made contact with them in December 23, right?
Yeah, just as you.
And then, probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it because it's true. It's very archaic, the motorcycle industry, as opposed to the car game. And they said, "Oh yeah, we'll come and see you in April." What? Because I expect things to be done yesterday, you know.
And obviously, as well, the biking season's a set time, so you want to try and get it underway as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But in fairness to them, they did come and see us in April. They sent me the franchise agreement, which I sort of read and went, "That ain't going to work over here."
Yeah.
And they were.
Do I want to ask some franchise agreement then? Is that like they expect you to take X amount of bikes, and you're like, the market here is not that type of
absolutely. Okay. But they were very good, to be fair. I mean, they actually come back with a lot less bikes than what we said we would take, if you get me drift, which is obviously less than the initial package of what they wanted. And I said to them, right, okay, we're going to do this. I actually signed the agreement at the Northwest 200 in the camper. And I said, I want bikes here and this place done before TT. And they went, that ain't going to happen, so it is. Right. In fairness, they did a fair job, you know.
Fair play.
You know, so, and even they actually commented that they're quite surprised that you'd acted so quickly.
So obviously it's quite a big thing for us to get bikes in this, and people, when they come over for TT, they know who we are and what we do. So obviously you get a massive clientele in TT, don't you? So if you just have like a half-ass thing, if you know what I mean, in TT, the next time they come, they go, well, there was nothing there or whatever. So that was kind of our thinking about
hit the ground running. Yeah.
So next, obviously, when they come this year, hopefully, obviously, it'll be completely different again because obviously we have evolved even more since last year because it was only just getting going.
And plus the fact that the whole Isle of Man is into bikes for them 2 weeks, aren't they? You know, so if you've got some product there, you're going to get locals through the door as well, you know. And obviously, we took a stand up the grandstand and did the quad lock stuff on behalf of Motor Direct.
Yeah.
Which then 5 people down to the shop as well. So it sort of all worked, you know. So it was as Glenn says, it was eventful, but it kept me extremely occupied, which was good, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely see from outside looking in, it's definitely not, to use your words, half-assed. Like, it's definitely got a presence. Outside looking in, it all looks smart, professional. It's just real clean, you know. So you instantly having a positive impact on anyone walking through a door. It's
first impressions, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
When someone said retail is detail, it's different kind of. Yeah, no.
So you're buying in second-hand bikes as well, you trade in and
trade-ins.
Usually trading so far.
We've had the conversation, or I'm trying to get these two to make decisions without I won't say without my input, but to make a decision, because as you know yourself, you make decisions. Some will be wrong and some will be right, and that's how you learn. You know?
Yeah. But he's always right, so
Leave it to him.
No, it's and I did put that to them yesterday. Actually, I said, you need to start looking at trying to find some decent second-hand stuff to put through, because obviously, the values are less. They reckon there's not as much money around these days, which I beg to differ when you see how many people are going on holidays. Especially when we went to Barbados, it was full, wasn't it? So I don't think there's that short of money somewhere. So, but yeah, that's what we need to do. I mean, to be fair, this last 2 days, what have you sold this last 2 days?
3 or 4.
So, and we're waiting on the 25 stuff to come through the door, so we're going to end up having a rave in there, I think.
Well, give us a show. Oh, come on. And classic restorations as well. Do I see that? There's a Honda, is it Honda CB something or other?
Oh, yeah.
You had on your Facebook pages over the last couple of
The little one.
little motocross bike, little motocross, or did you see?
Was it
Oh,
the
no,
is
it's a
it-
404.
That's the one.
That's one that Dave did at Evo Moto to show what we can do,
Yeah.
or what he can do. He's done a, what's he done? He's done a,
The SP, he did that.
Yeah,
It was SP1.
No,
That was
SP1
good.
did.
Cash, I don't know if you've seen that. It was like in Castrol colours.
I missed that one.
But that was, he brought that back. That was like literally like dead, but he brought that back and it was like a brand new motorbike.
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
he's
he's so particular with his stuff.
He's
But
doing an NC30 now, isn't he?
yeah,
NC30.
NC30. That wasn't that after they'd seen what mine
Yeah.
was like at the Monaco Grand Prix. So it all works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think there's anybody as good as Dave and Alan. Well, definitely.
Yeah, he's built a few of my bikes over the years, and he's really
Yeah.
Confidence inspiring would be the best way I can
Yeah.
explain it. Dave Hagen, he's a class act, isn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't cut corners. There's
No.
like, oh, that'll do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfect, or it's not doing that.
Be local.
Yeah.
Even like when we're learning, he like you make sure that he teaches us the right way, doesn't he? With it, even like things like we might not know that he knows, and he like he always makes sure that we do everything the right ways. And then obviously we've got the experience, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
But like in the workshop and stuff, there's so many things that he teaches us that you wouldn't even think of.
Like Jedi Master.
Like Jedi.
Yeah.
Have you got the lads working in the space in the shop, and
Yeah. So in the shop,
so you can have a day off?
Yeah.
A day off. Me and him are going to Spain on Friday for 3 weeks.
That's why I'm trying to get all my selling done now, so I can make up my last time. But yeah, no, mainly I'm like primarily in the shop and like managing like the bike sales and the clothing and all that kind of thing, and ordering the parts, and then.
That reminds me, let's get mine.
But yeah, then Glenn floats between the two. Glenn calls himself. He calls himself a grease monkey, but he's not.
He's going to kill off the floater, which is not a great name.
Glenn floats between the two. He does helps me in the office, and obviously does his bits of like social media and stuff, and then obviously goes in the workshop and makes sure the lads in the workshop are doing it. So we've got an apprentice in the workshop, and we've got Matt, who's a senior technician as well.
Yeah,
so there's a few of us. Is it 5 or 6 of us? You can add up, I can't.
That's not a very good, that's not a very
cut
good
that
thing to say on a podcast, David.
You don't do the books of the company. No?
I was saying that, and I actually get an influx of people that want my number.
20 quid.
Yeah, there's 4 of you, isn't there? 5 of you, including Dave.
It's a good team, solid team. So, winding back the clock a few years, well, a number of years, where the bikes start in the Harrison family.
We don't want to mention me because I'll just get slated by
Well, no, it's a general conversation. We want everyone to, yeah.
So, well, where did they start?
Let's just start on your road, actual open road riding first.
Well, it's funny you said that because your grandmother mentioned that today when I stopped there, because they said Martin Ward passed away from Dickinson's and he was my lawyer when I did 180 and 30.
Right.
No tax, no insurance, and the registry. Douglas Bay Hotel, you'll remember that, won't you?
No.
bit too young for that.
My dad told me about it, mate.
Yeah. So anyway, Douglas Bay Hotel was obviously a hotel that had a lot of garages where the likes of Tom Hare and Reynolds. Well, it's a bit like what the paddock is now. So you had Reynolds Shanes there, you had all the support people, but then a row of garages. Tom Heron, Alex George, and all that, they all stayed in the hotel. And Steve Colley and myself, because he lived in Eskdale Road as well when I was a kid, we spent the entire 2 weeks at Douglas Bay Hotel. So that's where I got into the bikes, and then obviously I tried to have a go at racing. Obviously nowhere near as good as these two. But I never had the machinery,
Oh, yeah.
Bad workman blames his tool, right?
And then obviously met Jane. Glenn came along. He was into the football before he was into motorbikes. He came along, and a lot of people thought there was something the matter with him because he'd be sat watching laps of Joey Dunlop instead of watching Thomas the Tank Engine at that. And then was it 5 years old? He begged for motocross bikes. So remember the old boards in the quap? The old. You won't remember them, you know.
Yeah, I think
God, I'm old on it.
Selling me soul.
Where you have Facebook now,
Oh, right, okay.
Like charity thing on.
we never had
Like on the sailboard.
Yeah. And there was a motocross bike for sale there. And I begged his mother to let me buy it, and that was that. So at 5 years old, he had a little 50cc KTM.
Yeah, my birthday party was obviously had the bike, and I had the whole neighbourhood and everyone else riding my bike around the garden.
And what was influencing that then?
And my dad, obviously, why did I want to motocross?
Yeah.
I think because I knew obviously from my dad, obviously racing, and I used to go to the racing with him, and he was sponsored like a few Welsh guys, and did he sponsor you?
Russell did, yeah. Russell got me that SP1 or Paddock, didn't he? That Cat Road.
Yeah. So Russell was obviously, he was a good friend of my dad, so he'd come over every TT Manx Grand Prix, and obviously my dad was doing travel and marshalling by that point. So as he was doing that, I was going out watching the bikes, and I think it just snowballed from there. Really, I think I was just brought up around motorbikes, and it just took to my fancy straight away, and then that's what I wanted to do.
So then he got one, and then he got on the 50, got a 65, and then he wanted to go. So then he got an 85 motocrossing. And then as soon as you then went road racing, didn't you?
Yeah, but mine was a little bit slower because I wasn't really interested until he got one. And then when I went to high school, I met Danny McCanny.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was going away to motocross with him, like all the British stuff, just going along watching and stuff. And then he started riding it, so I was like, well, I want to have a go.
Yeah.
But not that great.
No, you were good on the road bike, to be fair.
Well, that's it. I mean, who's the fastest in the Harrison household?
Certainly not me.
But yeah, obviously, you were good. You did Max Grand Prix and TT.
Did the TT once, and so I got help to it, and that was me.
And you
Got what to it?
I got help. Like I said, I only wanted to do it once.
Oh, okay.
I said I'd done it, and then I'd stop.
Interesting.
But I kind of done it when I was injured, and
you had a bad knee, didn't you?
regret. Yeah, I
We
come
both
off the
told him-
derby
we
like
both
6
told
weeks
him.
before, and I was told, "Oh, you won't be riding your bike, this, that, and the other," and then we kind of blagged it. And
No, you black. We were at Cadwell Park, and I talked to the chief medical officer and said he's not fit. So anyway, he went and did what you have to do, to pass fitness, and miraculously passed his fitness. But he wasn't fit.
But even I said to him, if you would have waited a year, then.
But the
obviously
thing
we would
is,
have
like,
played
if
fit.
we waited a year or so, like, his butts and what would have happened, he wouldn't have had his chance and stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's done. I got
And
two
you won't
boys.
go back now.
I would, but it's money, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've got my kids, which
Yeah.
There's
the
no
youngest
chance.
is riding now, so he's doing motocross, so it's kind of time to move on a bit and
Yeah.
do something else.
What age gap is there between the two of you?
6 years.
Right.
He gets.
I hated him when he was growing up.
Is that true? Ever?
I used to want to do
He's
everything.
he's not really like when he grew up. He wasn't like normal, if you know what I mean. Because like,
Wow.
It's all coming out now.
he didn't really, like, hang
Got a
around.
therapy
You want to
couch.
sit here?
No, you stay there.
I used to go out with my mates, and obviously I chose like girls and alcohol type thing. Whereas he's not had a drop of alcohol in his life, and he'd be going out with like his friends. His friends would be taking him to dinner.
But your friends are weird.
I always joke about it.
I'd be
now.
going out with my mates and doing like growing up stuff.
Right.
And he'd be going out like watching the bikes,
You're
going
competitive against them,
going
aren't
for
you?
tea. A little bit.
Yeah, you were just about to say I started to beat him. I was all, I heard the beat, and then you stopped yourself.
When he was saying
Like,
he's not normal, we'd go racing, obviously, when they were both racing, and he'd be off.
And leave with a complex name.
Yeah.
He'd be off talking to, as he says, people my age, right? And Jay would turn around and say, make sure you got your bum plasters on there. You can what he said. Like, where is he? Where is he? He'd be all right.
I make a joke now. All my friends are his friends. They're all. I've got like 50-year-old friends. I'll be give it 20 years. I'll be going to the nursing home to visit them. Yeah.
So that's where it all came from. Really, it's my fault. Should have got me into football, shouldn't I? But
cheaper.
Football boots, football. But you can't. The whole, as you know yourself, Connor, the whole sort of motorcycle fraternity is just ace, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
There's no better family, if you like. It's a great atmosphere, isn't it? And
Absolutely.
you can.
Until you get to the top, and then the real little bitchiness comes out.
There is going to be that. There is
So
that.
you must have had that as well.
Yeah.
You get
something good, and then it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. There's the old infamous box of crabs. Yeah.
And you get that in anything really over here. Don't you?
Yeah. It's more. It's a real shame.
Where does that
Even
come from then?
exists.
Jealousy? Where's that come from?
I just think it's a Manx thing. I mean, I've got friends in the UK that have got businesses that both do the same thing. And I was telling you the other week when you were in the shop that if there's equipment to buy, they'll say, right, well, I'll buy that, and you buy that, and then we'll both get a slice of the pie. But
Yeah.
over here, people tend to want to have everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is. Isn't
You
it?
think as well on a small island, you'd want to be like
Support.
Yeah, like me and you have a good relationship. Like, we're on the boat at the same time most of the time, aren't we? Traveling around, whatever. And we've got the relationship with the coffee and the garage and all of that. But like that's what it should be like, isn't it?
Yeah. Collaborate.
But you want to see
Yeah.
like a Manx person doing well. Like, you'd love to see a Manx TT winner, whether it be Connor, Nathan, whoever. That'd just be good. It'd just be good. Like the ace to see. I'd love it.
Unfortunately, it is a thing, and we just have to.
Live with it.
And it's like
gonna
when
be
anyone
there,
does
right?
well, it's like people new to the TT and they're doing it, lapping well, and they're going fast. And like I always send people a message and go, "Fair play, that's really that's impressive." But just like respect type thing.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just to show a bit of I don't know whether it be support would be the right word, or just like encouragement or respect. You know what I mean? Like fair play. Anyone that rides around here deserves like a pat on the back for them big bikes.
It's for me. I have experienced it, and it's always going to be there in one way, shape, or form. But I've just sort of used it I've flipped it and used it as a bit of fire,
Yeah.
and it doesn't bother me like half as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Can't control it, can you?
No. It's if someone has an issue, whatever that might be, whether that be sport or just general life, then that's their problem.
Yeah.
That's their. I can sleep at night. I'm happy enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think unfortunately it does exist. Yeah, business or sport, it's just there, isn't it? Fire in your belly.
Can I ask a question about family? Connor mentioned family there, like the biking community as a family. As an outsider, I've never formally met before today, but an observation just watching online. And obviously, you lost your wife not too long ago, but what I observed from the outside is a super close-knit family. I talked about your kind of competition between you guys, but obviously families, you can't pick them, basically, but you guys seem really close. Is that something from, was your family close? That's something you wanted to instill as you were bringing your family up? And it's just lucky you got two decent lads. I don't know, you got other siblings as well. Or not?
They got
No, just the two.
Definitely.
Yeah. Snip, snip.
Definitely the two. Couldn't afford anymore.
Think that's luck, or do you think that's something you?
I think, to be fair,
There's a lot of it does probably relate to the bikes.
the
Commonality.
It's like-
Just because like when we go, it wouldn't just be like one of
One was at
us
home,
or them two.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be all of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my mum would cook the food, make the tea. He'd be out running around after him. and just like it just be a family thing.
Yeah, right.
And it's just stayed the same ever since.
Yeah.
Because obviously when I first started like road bikes, well, even from Ballygarrigan when I was like 5, 6 and all that, we were in the back of a van, weren't we? My mum would have like a little
Back of
stove.
a transit van.
Aye.
So a little stove.
You know,
like.
like little
And everyone were there with their motorhomes, and I'd be going, "Can I buy a motorhome?" When you pay the mortgage off and you've got some money, you can buy a motorhome.
Yeah.
And when you say
Till
family,
then, you're not having one.
to be
And
fair,
that's you know, I think a lot of it, if I'm honest, was down to her because she was very much a driver of keeping me in tow.
Yeah.
Because I just go buy what I want when I want, and reap the consequences later. But she was very much switched on, and you know when he was 16, he says I don't want to carry on going to school. She says, "Well, you get yourself a job," and you know, fair play to him. On his 16th birthday, you're an apprentice plumber with Philomene and Dan, weren't you? And you know, and likewise with him, you know, she made sure he started work, and they've both got that work ethic, you know, and don't get me wrong, I have as well. I mean, bloody hell, I was working 7 days a week to get rid of my mortgage, and that's what we did, like, you know. But and I think that's what is
Been the bind.
yeah, you know.
and like you say, when you say about like greater family or whatever, like all my aunties and uncles would come up, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Glenn, you'd marshal for me every motocross with me and everything like that.
Yeah. The brother-in-law, every motocross, whether it be rail, sunshine, hail,
So pick him
snow,
up on the way.
he'd be stood out there marshalling all
Yeah.
day. We were like, gee, what a man, like, you know.
So yeah, it's like a big family effort, really, isn't it? I know, like you say,
it is.
like they've all the families support it, don't they?
Yeah, and like with this shop now, even in TT, they'd be all come down and then they'd work in the shop for us and all work up the grandstand when we did the quad block thing, you know. So it's you know, and they don't want paid for it. They just want to help. And,
Yeah, they want to see you
make
do
it
well.
happen, Yeah. So it's
And that's probably actually one weird, because I've done that from like the age of 5 till wherever. That was probably like one weird thing of like when I joined Honda. Obviously that completely changes, doesn't it? Because it's like you go into a big massive team and all of that, and like my dad's not there every 5 minutes, and obviously my mum obviously was falling ill at that point and all of that. But like I'm used to like being where I am and just like it is like a family thing, isn't it? And
Yeah.
obviously it was a great thing to experience, but that was a weird thing to adjust to, if you know what I mean.
You didn't have to do anything.
You didn't have to do anything, and obviously
There's everyone there doing bike, doing whatever, and just rock up in your leathers, don't even.
I just feel that was like a weird thing, and obviously like you say, and because normally like my mum would be there like cooking the food, and my dad would be there. Do you know what I mean? It's that was like a weird thing to adjust to, because I've done it all my life, if you know what I mean, like that way.
Yeah, like hands on and
Yeah.
doing everything yourself.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
getting stuck in.
Was it different than getting on the bike? Maybe you experienced the same because you haven't been in the bike.
Yeah.
First ride, is it different as well then to go, I've not had my hands on this?
Yeah, it is weird. That definitely is. That is definitely another weird thing as well, because like I love like cleaning my bike and stuff like that.
I
Like,
don't think it's anything to worry about with them boys, to be fair.
No,
yeah,
no.
it was just like an adjustment in terms of like, you know, getting to know everybody, because obviously they're all used to it, aren't they? Because that's like, you've been there, haven't you?
Yeah.
They're all used to like a rider coming in. They do their job, like to what they have to do the job to and everything. But it's just as in my point, because I know obviously I was only 24, 23 when I joined. And so that was like literally from going as like a little privateer team to like this big thing. That was an adjustment. But like you say, you know that with them boys, they are Honda mechanics.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know the job was right.
Yeah.
It was just like a weird adjustment to get used to. But like now, like they're all like friends, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like they've, for everything that we went through, they've been spot on, haven't they?
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic, to be fair.
You built a bigger family effectively, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it was just that weird adjustment to start with, if you know what I mean. You know,
Yeah.
the first initial thing. But now, like you say, like they message me all the time, and like he was through like when my mum passed away and all of that. He was around the house. He was when I crashed in the office. When he was there, wasn't he, with you till like the middle of the night and stuff. So
Yeah, he's a good bloke, isn't he?
yeah, like I built like you say, I built a relationship, and that's where he's still helping me now. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, fair play. So obviously leading on to that bit then, that's what is your plan? Like for
Top secret.
Go do it. Can you divulge or not? It's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Everyone is interested in it, you know.
yeah.
And that's part of this as well, is to help, you know, get out there a bit more.
I mean, basically, Honda are supplying two thousands for him. I've purchased a 600, so he's on the next gen Honda 600.
Yep.
And it'll be the BSB TT, Northwest TT Southern 100.
Yeah.
Much to my, I love the Southern 100, but I don't like it when there's people that I know in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic meeting. It's a fantastic circuit, but it's not nice to the side.
Yeah. I was asked if I was interested in doing it this year for 25, and it's I was really tempted. I was like, fucking hell.
I suppose one of those
Fancy
things
doing
that you wouldn't just go just to ride around. That you go and want to do
You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
can't.
yeah,
yeah.
You have to.
As much as like it's I don't know. I think everybody from the front all the way to the back, much as they say, I just want to go for a ride round. You never do.
Yeah.
Everyone
Especially
rides
like
the best of
yourself,
their
like
ability.
you know what you can do around there. So it's kind of
Yeah. And it's I'd if I did.
Get past Ballycagan with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good start. Bloody hell.
You had a good few years down there, though, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
You won the
Numerous
Tyco bike, was it?
podiums. Yeah, and a McAdoo bike, and it was. I love the event. After 14, when I had that little slip on, snapped my arm in half. Thanks for reminding me. I just thought I'm not going to go down there again. I don't fancy it. But then it was probably the end of this, 24, and I thought I quite fancy going down there again, having a ride round. But you can't ride round, as you say.
Yeah.
You have to fully commit. But it's on my radar a little bit. I do fancy it, but it'd have to be a full commitment job or nothing really. And it is a dangerous track. It's probably one of the most dangerous tracks I've ever ridden.
Yeah.
We've all raced, and you've got to commit.
Sorry, it's a non-bike here. Why is it? I appreciate the mass start's a challenge. Why is it more risky than?
I think it's just because of the wall either side of you, isn't there?
yeah.
Well,
Isn't that
it's
where I'm
Short
close
short
as
circuit
Was it
road
just-
race.
Yeah. You think
Hell of
that
action and
whole
whatnot.
that whole back section, the bomb hole section. It's
You've
just
got no.
Run up. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's quite narrow as well, isn't it?
There's no relaxation, is there?
No.
You can't. It's not that say you relax when you're doing the TT, but you can get a breather in the TT. I would imagine these days. I don't know.
ish.
There's
The
even
first
the
thing-
Irish, the Irish boys come over, don't they?
Get him on the back of the bike.
Yeah.
He has a breather.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
There's little long straights there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Before you think.
It's
about
all hard on the arms, isn't it? Like it's like you're flat out,
The short circuit,
hard braking,
basically, I
like
think.
all them road ends
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's just scratching.
Yeah.
When someone mentions the Southern 100, or if I'm in a conversation about the Southern 100, it's the first thing they come out is, mass start. I don't like the mass start.
Yeah.
But on the bike, we all know
Not as bad as it looks,
Yeah.
is it?
it's
Yeah.
it's like when you're doing it, you don't think about it, do you? But
Yeah.
it's not until you actually say watch like a YouTube clip or something, and like you think, holy
That's nuts.
fuck, that's
Oh, yeah.
unreal
Yeah.
to watch.
That's what I always say now. I always say I'm good at that because obviously I love the 700, so I always do it. But that's what I always say. I'm good. I can't watch it at the same time because I used to love going down there watching it because there's nothing like it, is there?
No.
Really?
It's last year I went to Cross 4 Ways and watched you boys slip around in that wet, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't decide to do it.
Yeah.
Eating me past him. But yeah, as an event, it's a great spectacle, isn't it? You know, it's good to support it, and that's why I like to go down there, even if it's like chucking a quid into the charity.
Yeah.
I know you boys want to give me a bit of stick about me parting with money, like paying for a cake.
We won't do that live on the podcast, don't we? We won't bring up the one disc on your
But I can cut it out. But yeah, it's good to support. I'm interested in going back down there again. I've had the text from George. He's sort of sounding me out a little bit, but John's saying it's entirely, he's not forcing me to do it. It would have to be like me want to do it. So, but yeah. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, definitely doing it. Much to his delight.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I love it. I prefer that over the Northwest 200, if I'm honest.
Right.
I just think, I don't know. I think it's like a proper short circuit race on the road, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one of the gnarliest things to do on two wheels, isn't it?
I think it says a lot when some of the Irish boys come over and they like even the newcomers that have done it before and they're like, this is mental.
Yeah.
And you've rode the Irish Championship, and you see them roads, and they're tiny, and you think, well,
See, like
you're
them ones
right
don't
there.
interest me really. You know, the little, you've done all them, haven't you? But
Done
like,
all of them, yeah.
Them ones don't really interest me. The little ones, but I don't know. I think there's something just because it is. I know it's still like a normal width road, isn't it? The whole way around. It's just nuts.
Them Irish roads are unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got educated when I went over there. Like some of the, narrow roadway up to here. Some roads are only just a little bit wider when you go and you're racing them as well.
I like the driveway, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Taking the road out. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. But just, you say gnarly, it's just ridiculous. Some of them, but really good fun.
Yeah.
Atmosphere, family oriented,
laid back,
and it's amazing racing, amazing crack. And I spent like 6 weeks over there, summer of 2007, just doing every road race, back and forth. It was ace. Highly recommend it, and it's good to see they're coming back. Well, some of them are coming back as well.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Walderstown and a few of them. Yeah, maybe just go and watch them if you're not.
Yeah,
not
no, I love watching them.
Yeah.
I love watching them.
Yeah,
they were having problems with insurance, weren't they? That's one of the challenges.
Yeah, closer to home. I'm just sort of thinking Isle of Man based. We know how hard it is to get to go racing from here. Outside of being in teams and whatnot, we're fortunate enough to be supported by the Steam Packet, which is great. It's been an ongoing thing, and I've got to thank Nathan for the exact line.
I might have the credit.
The Harrisons. But it's, I think from being on the Isle of Man, I think we need some kind of, it needs a bit more of a direction, like some more support sort of mechanism. I don't know what you guys think, from how to make getting to a top level or a good level in bike racing easier.
It's a hard one because
money aside,
Yeah, I suppose we're limited for people getting started, aren't we?
The problem is like where you start. Like if you think about it, all the people in the UK are lucky enough that they drive an hour and a half, which they think is nothing, or 2 hours. They think that's nothing. We think that's like a long time. Because obviously they were in the Isle of Man, but in 2 hours they could be at Holton Park, Donington Park, Brands Hatch on a Wednesday on a track day. Well, as you know, MBSB boys are there all the time, aren't they?
Yeah,
practicing,
living on it.
Yeah. Whereas we've got Jervy. Do you know what I mean? So it's one aspect to another.
There's no sort of investment from the government unless it's a TT, Southern Manx. There's no.
Like there's the bit to get.
There's no direction,
which is where I think there's an opening.
There
I'd
is.
love to see some kind of maybe not organisation, but just a structure that is in place that supports talent from. And I know you guys support the motocross as well, which is great through the bike shop, and that's like grassroots level.
Well, that's right. That's kind of what I said to them about doing, because we've been there.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to have that opportunity to give somebody else that bit of a head start, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that you've been there, you've done it, so why not give something back again? Because people have helped both of us get there. So being able to do that again not only helps us as well, because Yamaha are back on the motocross scene, but it gives a young kid a chance to get to that top level.
Yeah. And as you know, when we're that age, to get like that kind of help. Obviously, all the people that have helped me and you over the years, like that, even if it's like £100 or £1,000, that goes in like a massive way, doesn't it? So obviously, like Lindsay with helping with a bike, that's a massive starting point, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It'd be good to see more of that.
Yeah, and if you could, you would be able to. It would be nice to have a stable of bikes, whether it be motocross, road racing, whatever, and just take them and hire them out. Like it's just to give someone a chance to get onto it, and they might not be able to afford it themselves. And like you said, there could be a hidden natural talent somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we think like the amount of people, the potential of amount of people who have been missed.
Yeah, but you've seen the brief spell of their talent, and then they can't fork out money for a big ride or something like that, because that's the next step.
You stop by a checkbook, can't you?
Yeah,
you can't,
especially now. Yeah.
Do you think the infrastructure to attract wouldn't say talent. So I compare it to cycling, which Matty and I do, where you go to the NSC, you've got an environment from the age of 4, really, where they can.
It's more accessible. As well.
Yeah. And obviously, cost it is better. But if you do motocross, or is there a level? I mean, what age do people start entering in regard to riding bikes off roads, wherever? Have you got that infrastructure at the lower level to get a pool of people to then start finding the talent in there?
I think
It's all off your own.
So
There's no clubs at that
No.
this sort of side. It is just
No, there's clubs. There's a schoolboy motocross club.
well, there's
But I know what you're saying, that you've got, with the cycling side of things, you've got, what you do down the NSC with the kids, isn't it?
Whereas like a motorbike is that's like another side of things. Like a motorbike, you're gonna have to have somebody that knows what they're doing with it to start with. You know what I mean? Like that's like
You can't just rock up
yeah,
and
like
jump on it.
parents might have no idea. Parents they don't have a son that's into football or whatever, and they decide, oh, the other son wants to do motocross, but then they've got no
Just
like
a barrier
idea.
to entry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose with like the cycling side of things, someone could rock up and can I have a go on your bike?
Yeah, and it's pretty-
it's fairly relaxed. Whereas
I get where you're coming from, Connor. How you sort of achieve that is, I think, would take some thinking.
It's difficult to get access to Derby.
yeah,
So subject to us.
Oh,
Yeah. Nathan had a huge. Sorry, I'm interfering, but yeah, it was a major accident. Like a life changing, fair to say.
Yeah. I'm still playing with it now, and I really.
one went from 15, 16.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of
It's his fault. More for the listeners.
the facilities are there, I think.
You could create something big up there.
Whether that be, so we have Derby Motordrome, that's what it's called now, right now. You've got the kart track. You've got no end of gym facilities. You've got nutritionists. Right across the board, the skills and the facilities that are there, in my opinion. I just think they need brought together. A bit of almost like a talent spotting facility, if you like. Just providing a route for someone to potentially meet their potential.
I don't want to go into it too much, but I think we've been there before. And that's what you tried to do.
Yes.
You tried to make that area something like that, but just stopped in its tracks.
There was all sorts of planning, wasn't there? There was planning for
No, you go.
like planning permission. I think was submitted for like a motocross track.
And it's exactly like what it could be something good up there, and there's potential. But
A multifunctional facility.
not just the bikes,
Even cycling.
Yeah, exactly.
There's carts, pit bikes, supermoto. There's so much that could be
If
done.
you look at Open Park, where they've got the skid pan and the learn the driver guys, in that little area where you park up before you go into
That's
the
right. Yeah.
So that's a multifunctional circuit. And to me, there's no reason why that can't happen over here if the element want it.
That's bringing safety to people like before they learn to drive, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because you got like 15, 14-year-old driving cars, or like learning how to drive a car. Same as like bikes, for example. Like Glenn's getting involved in doing the CVTs and stuff now from customers. But that'll be like a perfect place to bring them, isn't it? And show them basic bike training, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say, it's all there for the taking, and when you generalise it across all the sports, I mean, we all know and we can see what the Isle of Man has produced, but they've all had to go off island. They've all had to really go above and beyond.
And how many slipped through the cracks?
Yeah, and it's. I think what I'm trying to get at is trying to prevent any further talent slipping through the net, which would be certainly one thing I'd be interested in. Getting on board with.
I think it could be done, but it's just trying to stop or trying to persuade people that want to have that as an active runway in case a plane needs to land. The rabbit that's lived there for a few years in the grass.
Or the plant that's got to come out,
it's like a endangered species of a flower.
It is kind of mental, though, isn't it? I assume it's maybe people's lack of foresight, but it's like, what's the one thing that you go around the world the Isle of Man's known for?
Exactly.
It's hard to that.
It's got a wheel.
And it's like just the ability to leverage that as an island.
I think,
which is what I've seen cycling with
Yeah.
Cav. They're leveraging it. They're having the sports centre off and they're creating
and
space.
I do think, to be fair, that the TT guys are doing that right now with the TT.
With the TT.
Yeah,
And it's
That's
not
not next level.
that's
isn't it?
copy
amazing.
paste.
Yeah,
It's not hard. Well, it is hard, I'm sure, but
in fairness to them, they've only got a small team, haven't they, for what they're having to produce, and to move it forward, is the amount of people that are doing that, I think, is tiny for what they're doing. If you get me
punching
Moving it forward with the times, and it's making it accessible for everybody, which can't get you. I think it's
Well, like
really
the TT
good.
Live, isn't it? Like granddad, like I set my granddad up with the TT Live, and he was obviously he's a bit unsteady on his feet and everything now. And I joined.
Still love to come to the grandstand, but he needs somebody with him.
Right.
And I said, I can't stay with you.
Yeah.
Phil Nathan set him up with TT Live, and he was like 82 years old, being with TT every year, and he was like, "This is amazing." And he lives in Onken.
Same with that, like that WhatsApp group as well. That tells you all the information. I added that onto his phone, and like he was loving it because it tells you all the updates. Where
What did you tell him it was?
Straight from race control, I thought. But he was loving. Do you know what I mean? He loves it because it's all there, isn't it? So like that's like the next. That's what they brought it to. Like. And that's just somebody on the Isle of Man. So imagine what that's like for people in Australia and everything like that. So
it's incredible what we the first podcast we did. It was quite mind blowing, really, for like what Paul was getting across, and we've all seen it. We've all seen how high the level the TT is punching at now. World class event, and it's unbelievable. I think but a TT is such a huge undertaking as an event. It takes all of the time.
Yeah.
I think if they had 10% more time to give, and they could do help with this side like concept, if you like, that would be world class as well.
Yeah.
Such a
because they got the foundations, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they know what they're doing.
But I suppose watch this space.
That's a resilience question. I was reading. I don't know when the news article was. That was an interview with Nathan a while ago. Well, I assume it was. But they were talking about that crash so I appreciate we don't want to always talk about crashing.
I don't mind.
in 16, and you said in that article it helped you grow up.
Yeah.
And so maybe talk a little bit about that. Not the accident, the experience as a young age.
I think it was like a bit of a reality when I realised like what had happened. So obviously at first I was knocked out and I was broken. But when I got to Liverpool and kind of come around a little bit and realised where I was, and I was like, they actually put me in like the Royal Liverpool rather than Alder Hey because I was like 16, so it was like on the verge of anywhere, but they put me in the Royal because they would prefer to cancel adult operations rather than other children operations. And I think when I started coming around to like the world, because I was probably out of it for like a couple of weeks probably, I didn't have a clue really what was going on. And I think when I come around and I realised what had happened and where I was, and obviously in a city hospital in Liverpool, you see all different sites. Even in in a room, you have people walking past with like one leg, or like grown adults, and you hear all sorts going on. And I think like the experience from like there to like having to like see what like other people are going through, and also I was like a child in a big city hospital. I think that kind of made me like grow up from there to the point of even like the recovery of having to get over all my injuries. To try, like I had a focus to try and get back on my bike, and I think that basically made me realize like how to grow up.
There were a lot of people as well that did say that you won't. Well, some people thought he wouldn't get back on. They won't be as fast as he was, because he did start picking up when he jumped to that 600.
I'd only been on it like a few times.
I think like a few people like, wow. I mean, he probably only crashed. He was trying to beat me, but.
But yeah,
it's quite good though, don't you think, in reflection, to take obviously it's a very bad situation and it's a growth opportunity, for want of a cornier expression.
Yeah, I was gonna say even in terms of like on riding my bike, it's not just made me grow up like in terms of like recovering and how to get back from a big injury, but it's like even on my bike, like the situations. I know he'll probably beg to differ of like what I did the last couple of years, but there's some certain situations where I'm like that I might think, oh, I better not do that because last time I did that, I ended like so. For example, I had cold tires when I was 16. But when I was 16 and I had my big crash, I didn't think anything of that. I just thought, oh, it'll be fine. I'll go for it. And then the first left hander I touched, that's when it sent me to the moon. But now I think about that rather than, so if I'd been sat at like Brandywell, for example, because it was a red flag, and even touring back, you know what it's like when the tires go stone cold. They're like, you're like on here. Whereas if I hadn't had that happen to me, or I was still young and not as wise, I probably would have burnt off, and that would have happened. Whereas now I think about it like, oh, my tires are cold, so just tootle back to the grandstand or whatever. Or same as like if at BSB, if I'm in the pit lane, I'll always like give it like a lap before I get going again, just because of the fact that I know now. Like, so I think things like that, it makes you think more in terms of like the
A little bit more calculated.
Yeah, right.
Whereas instead of just being like,
Going home.
young and dumb, really.
Yeah.
And full of
Spirits.
So yeah, I think it was like a bit of a reality. Basically, I had to deal with a lot really young. Obviously, I had my brother, my dad, and my mum, and obviously.
I mean, the thing in fairness, he did as well. You know, he had to deal with it. I flew out with you on the air ambulance that Sunday, and your mum came out the next day, and left a 20-odd-year-old running quayside tires. So in fairness, he grew up quickly as well. You know.
So at that point, you were fully invested in the garage, weren't you? Like you were.
I went from apprentice to the boss. So
Short 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, and you know, he was more or less unconscious really for 12, 14 days. He was a complete disaster, like him. But yeah, he did. Well, I don't know where they grew up, really. I don't know who are you getting that from?
You mentioned about goal setting as well. I mean, you've gone through a similar experience. That how important is that, the goal setting, just to see some light at this, because obviously it's a very long, like anything in life, it's a very long road back to it.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Even from my first crash when I broke my femur when I was 12, like that was always the thing, wasn't it? Like we were talking about the fairings for the bike, and when I was in hospital, you know, like your mum and dad know, don't they? They know what to do. So obviously, I was talking about wanting to ride my bike again, but they just give me like things to like focus on. So like my big crash, I had my cage on. It must have been like nearly a year. But obviously, you can see like a massive like when I look back at the pictures now to what my leg is now, I know I disturbed it a little bit last year. But like the difference from what it was like when I had my big crash to now is like completely different. And obviously,
I imagine it's hard to see that day to day.
That's what I mean.
Motivation.
It's weird. But like when I had my big crash, obviously it was like a 2-year period of not riding a bike. So I lost 2 years when I was dead young as well. So that's 16, 17, 18-ish before I got back on a bike.
There were some harsh words when he wanted to get back on. Well, I'm doing this meeting and just said you're not going back on a bike until you've done at least 5 track days. I need to get racing now. I need to get racing again. So you're doing track days. And in fairness to, after you got back on for the first time, and I see what you mean.
Was that always, when we talk about that your goal to get to, you know, ride TT racing again, or was it just to at least just get on the bike, or was it always going to be I'm going to?
I always have high expectations. So the TT was definitely my that's basically why I started racing bikes. Obviously, from watching Joey Dunlop back when I was 5, 4, 3, that was always who I wanted to be, if you know what I mean. So the TT was the whole reason why I started riding bikes. So that's when I had that big crash. I never really told myself that I was never going to do the TT. So I think that was like the focus, like just to get back on a bike and get riding again and get to the TT, and that's what I've done.
Do you think as Manxies have more pressure racing TT?
I don't know what Connor thinks, but I don't think so. I think I use it as like, I know we say about Mike's Cramp syndrome, but they're normally like within the racing community, you know what I mean? Like the people that are like that, not the actual, the Isle of Man. I think the support they give to the locals for racing, like when you go around the course and like you're on the last lap or whatever, the amount of people that are waving for you and the support you get on social media and all that kind of thing from people that are over here, I think I use it as like a bit of a boost, really. I don't really see it as pressure. Obviously, I've not been at Connor's level yet. Do you know what I mean? Like Connor's, you're there, aren't you? If you know what I mean. So I don't know what it feels like to be like in that fighting for the win kind of thing. But I kind of use it like a boost, as like they're supporting you. Do you know what I mean?
I think Manx people see it as they know someone racing TT, so it's like, oh, he's my mate.
Yeah.
That is the thing, because outside of it, after the 2 weeks are done, you're brushing shoulders with them in the street.
Yeah, you're just
It's just
I
normal.
would,
Just
you
a
know.
normal day. Yeah. That's who it was.
yeah, you're just one of them, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. It's which I think's quite a nice thing about TT and roads. It's I mean, I don't know, but I don't know whether you get that with like Formula One or MotoGP or what. I don't know. I don't think you'll see. Well, you just don't, do you? Because we're riding a TT course, and
You don't see many F1 drivers selling coffee and selling motorbikes. Do you?
no. It's but no. In terms of support, you definitely see it. You feel it. It's amazing. It's I mean, to be fair, in the northwest as well, and early when the Ulster was around, which I'm gutted isn't on the calendar anymore. Same there. They absolutely love it. I did Armoy in July there, and the fans are just there supporting the event was incredible.
We'd be first or last to support the riders.
Absolutely. They were
Like,
just-
without them, there's nothing, is there? Really?
yeah, they're a huge part of what makes the wheels go around, really. Yeah. So, but no. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming along. I think it's been a nice chat. You know,
Good luck this year.
Yeah, thank you for
absolutely,
having us.
no problem.
Yeah, so what's your plans for TT 2025, Mr. Conrod? Please.
Well, Esquire. Yeah. So yeah, John Burrows by RK Racing, BMW equipment, and Ducati. So in super sports. So
You've been Ducati before?
no, it's all.
Are you riding out in Spain?
No,
Not really.
The BM. So yeah, just going to get laps really, but yeah, that's the plan. So the first round of super stock at Alton, some testing, maybe some Irish short circuits as well. Northwest 100 TT, and then a couple of British during the year. So something like a Thruxton, you know, is just like side of the tire, and you just.
What about the new one, like the ones we were talking about, the little ones, Walderstown or anything like that?
I fancy going back to Tandragee. Yeah, that's come on the radar again. That's on the official on the calendar now. So that I've only done it once in 07, and that was just a hell of an experience. Like I remember, I rode for Millsport motorcycles. I'll finish quickly.
As long as you want.
Yeah, and they were good friends of Phil McCallum. Obviously, everyone knows who Phil McCallum was. And I'm like, I can't wait to meet this fella. And he said he's going to take you around Tandragee. So 8-9 o'clock rolls in, and it's dark, and this sprinter turns up with Philip in the driving seat. He says, "Right, jump in," and I kid you not, racing line everywhere, and I was shitting my pants. Didn't really learn that much, but it was such a I was idolising Philip, and got to race one of the best tracks I think was around at the time. So
In a sprinter.
in a sprinter, yeah. I think there was my fingernail off on the dash. But yeah, hell of an experience. He is so mad. But I would fancy going back and doing that.
Yeah.
Just to say I've done it again. You know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And you're probably at a different point in your career now as well.
Yeah.
Like to what you probably. I
What are you
can't.
trying to say there?
No. When we're talking about
I'm
like.
not quite into knitting just yet.
No, when we're talking about like when I'm saying that you're fighting for like the winning at the TT and stuff in 07, I'd imagine that you were quite new to it then, were you?
Yeah, I was all like, just do anything that was sort of thrown at me.
Yeah.
And they want to do JMF Millsport. They want to do the whole Irish Roads, Irish team.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, go for it. I was only like, it's 21 at the time, 21, just ace.
Let's go.
Couple of nights out of Kelly's as well. It was amazing.
That's what I mean. But now you've done all that, like all them podiums at the TT and everything. So you've got all that experience, and you can go there with like a completely different mindset, can't you?
Yeah, and it is experience. You know,
Yeah.
what we've discussed that quite heavily is experience. It makes you grow as a rider, as a person. You know, it's I'm the same with that. Go back to Tandragee if the opportunity arises, and I'll be a different sort of rider. Really, hopefully. Hopefully win. Watch this space anyway. But thanks again. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck in
Thank you.
Spain, and
Yeah, and you.
have a great year.
Thank you very much.
Poor flimsy humans. Don't you wish you were flawless like me? A towering inferno of physical perfection?
I hate to pop your blimp-like ego, but you're not perfect.